Hogwarts Legacy. Gluteus Maximus. Haven't really explored anything else other than what I've recorded, so there's nothing to really talk about other than starting. Here we go. Let's see. I'm kind of thinking maybe I should just go to class now, or should I just keep exploring? I don't know yet. Funny how the suits of armor cough and stuff. Alright, I already scanned that. Oh.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Revelio.
Alright. I wonder where the statue of the old woman is. Oh, I'm just eating. Ah, hello. Huh. That's pretty neat. That's Helga Hufflepuff's recipe book? House elf recipe book? Something? Interesting. Nothing. It's cool how the how it ends like a tree. A lot. Oh! If I tickle the plum, or if I tickle the thing.
Revelio.
Yeah. How do I tickle it? I want to go in there. Who the hell's laughing at me? Paintings? I think it was him.
Revelio.
Alright, that was pretty far away. So this is supposed to be where... What are you doing? What a weird place to hang out. Huh. I did not realize this is where the Hufflepuff room was. That explains why that guy is sitting there. Two from... Must tap the barrel 2 from the bottom. Middle of the second row. Wait. Middle of the second row in the rhythm Helga Hufflepuff. So like... I can't really... I don't know how I'm supposed to interact with things yet. Maybe I'll learn it in a class. I really haven't done any of the classes yet, so maybe I'll just come back. There should be a... You'd think there'd be a teleportation thing here.
Revelio.
Since it's a, you know, point of interest. I bet I could just sit here and just explore this entire place continuously and just not even engage in the story.
Broadens the mind.
Ooh. I think that was another, there's this key here, or this lock here. I'm just gonna go to class, I think, because there's so much that... Woo! There's so much that I would just get lost forever. Let's just track charms class. Oh, before it moves again.
Revelio.
I heard it, but I don't see it.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before.
I can imagine. I am human. Let's see. So my dormitory is in the top of these stairs, correct? I think.
Revelio.
See, I'm just really tempted to go up to every single. Oh, I see. So this is the Ravenclaw Tower. That's kind of cool. Going this way. Oh, opened that rather forcefully. Looks like it's a theme. Wish we had stuff like that here. Like the oldest stuff we have around here is like from the Alaskan Gold Rush, so like obviously it's not old and doesn't feel old either. Same way. Hello.
Revelio.
There's something near me. What? This thing? What is it? It sounds so close.
Revelio.
I'll try and find it later. Later. Oh man. Now they need to make this in VR. Oh, that's cool. I wonder what that is. Defense against the dark
Handy
arts
resource
tower.
indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Alright.
Lumos.
Pillars plus an interesting corner painting. I'm gonna get distracted again. Huh. Oh, that's the chick that
Revelio.
that always wanted to, or pretended to be burning all the time. Thought it would be down here, but apparently not. I wonder what Peeves looks like. Heard him. Hello. What are you? Like it opens at a
Revelio.
specific time. During a half moon. I can't begin to figure that out yet. swear, it's got to make the sound towards whatever's being... Ooh, cool.
Life is so beautiful
Revelio.
when goblins are lurking.
Or whatever it's uncovering.
Lumos. Revelio.
No. Okay, that's going to be something I don't know about yet. It's kind of wild. Anyway. I heard gargoyles. I wonder if that means I'm near the professor's office. A pterodactyl thing? What's that? Something happened. I missed it. And again. What the heck? Is that the music? I don't know what I'm missing here.
Revelio.
Oh, that's what I'm missing. Irish Phoenix. Interesting. It's like a water phoenix. I didn't think so. Alright, I think I'm going the right way. Huh.
Revelio.
What that is, I'll find out in a minute. That's something we stopped doing that I kind of am sad about. No one really ever makes tapestries anymore. And I'm wondering, like... what's the reasoning that we stopped making tapestries? I think I always found it interesting, intriguing, you know. I mean, we have carpets, but Professor Fig. Oh, hey, is Professor Fig's room? Ah.
Lumos.
Found you. Neat.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Well, I can fast travel back to there to find... So is Fig's the charms teacher then? It wasn't as far down as I thought. I think it was over here. Cat. Found a cat. Can't put my wand down right now though. Sorry. There we go. I knew it was close by. Ta-da! Alright. It's not that far away. I can just walk there. Oh yeah, pet the cat. Hi, cat. Meow.
Revelio.
Alright. How do I love old stuff better than new stuff. I mean, I love video games and planes and machines and all that, but at the same time, fantasy stuff, you know. Oh, that's a bathroom. Oh wait, was that a? That's a witch. So that is the girls' bathroom.
I've always said that travel.
The guy's bathroom. Gotcha, gotcha. Hey, dude. All right. Oh. Is there a way to sneak? Maybe I can only open those when I'm invisible. I bet I can only open those when I'm invisible or something like that. So, we'll come back to that. Hello. I would love to have just like... The problem is there's no life to them if it's a video. It's like... Unless it's just like a random... Oh, hello. Who are you?
Revelio.
Special. Never mind. Saber-toothed tiger. Alright, back to class. Wait, what's this? Oh, I gotta sneak into the girls' bathroom here. Hello.
Lumos.
Oh, that didn't work.
Protego.
I'm geeking out a little too much over this game, I feel like. Oh, there's my class. I'm gonna go up a little higher.
I want him to get back to the lesson.
How many lessons do you think come in and out of Hogwarts every day?
Why would anyone bother sending secret love letters?
Right there, I found it.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flute.
Another cat. So many cats just hanging out. I bet there's a ton of animals out, like... Oh, they're gonna play chess? Oh, I wanted to watch them play chess. Interesting. Another cat. Oh, wait, are they playing? Oh no, they're not. Spin. I love how they've got a what was that? What was that? It looked like a giant clown. I saw it just for a split second. But I love how they have all these spy glasses set up in front of like stained glass or opaque or whatever windows. Alright. What is this? Okay, it's locked. I still haven't figured out these yet. I'm not really sure what they're getting at. Makes me think like, you know, one horn plus 4 is 5, and you want to make so it's 7. Maybe the what did I do? Oh, pet the cat. That's fine. I'll pet the cat. So I want to see if I can make 7. I even can. The books restacked themselves, and I'm petting the kitten. But nope, cat, move, whatever. I'll come back to it, like all the others. Time for class. Oh, I should have walked around the class first.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Hello.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met
Professor
Professor
Ronan.
Ronan yet?
Now I have.
Shall we begin? Welcome to year
Looks
5
familiar.
of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am
Certainly I'll go.
confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now.
Oh, come on.
My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the
That's
looks of
that's
it,
kind of
you
lame.
all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom.
Wait, don't I
Now
know
let's put those
the?
textbooks to use as the
the
blunt
girl in front of
objects
me?
you so believe they are.
Why didn't I sit
and
next to her? She's
take
Ravenclaw.
turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
All right. Oh, we're going right to left this time. Accio. Oops.
Accio.
Quicker.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the
I did
basics
it
down,
once.
and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After
So
me.
do I only have to do it when I'm learning the spell, and then I just kind of remember it? Is that it? Oh, I have a feeling I'm about to like catch bees or something. I don't know.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
We're playing.
So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
See. So I want to get it. I want it to stop on the one closest to me.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment.
Accio.
Now, think of this like... Very good. Stay
It was a little
focused.
too far.
Splendid!
Alright.
Excellent control there. Not to worry.
Oh, I almost had it.
Very good. Points to Ravenclaw. But there's
Yay.
certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So the line before 30 is where I need to stop it at. Wait, it's your turn, isn't it? There we go.
Accio.
Hers stops quicker than mine, but
That's it!
Here we go.
that I'm complaining. What I want to do is knock hers off. Ah, I didn't do it.
Brilliant. Let us see this.
You gonna knock mine off? Nope.
That is how it's done.
All right, so they're pretty heavy.
Perfect score. Remarkable.
What's up?
Let us make this a bit more
mad.
interesting, shall we?
All right.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough
Aim for
chatter.
her ball, and
Focus
that'll,
now.
you
You will
know.
need it. This round settles it all.
Be sharp.
I'm not gonna lose. I helped her that time.
Very good.
Here we go.
All right. Just kidding, I didn't help her.
Watch this.
Oh, I thought she was gonna give me back.
There we go.
Up, up! Oh!
Don't lose your composure.
Tried to go too fast, dodging the crate. Yay! I
Very
win.
good, both of you. Well done.
I don't feel like they needed a cutscene for that. Him telling us, well done. Could have just kind of told us.
Class is
Off the
dismissed.
side.
Gather your things on the way out.
Alright. I'm gonna look around.
Good game back there.
Yo.
I must
GG.
admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
But I won.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother
Wagadu.
received an offer to teach
Wonder where that is.
divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda,
Uganda.
and were
Gotcha,
halfway
gotcha.
around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Wagadu a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is
Well, it
magic
looks
the
like.
same there as it is here?
I bet I can find a picture somewhere
Mostly,
here.
yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
Interesting.
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite
I
convenient.
wonder if it's
one is
weaker, because the
without
whole
their
point of the
wand.
wand is to
I must admit,
amplify
however,
it.
that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
Or maybe focus.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
If you're so inclined.
You'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Festive. You know it won't work on humans.
Would it not?
Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom.
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant
Alright.
Accio this, Accio that.
A word, if you would.
Hello.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Well then. I wonder if this is just gibberish. I like the skull crossed out on the left. I wonder if there's look, there's a half moon symbol there. And regarding, oh, that's a bicycle. I just realized.
Revelio.
Iron Maiden. Ah. A troll. Kind of cool. Wonder how many just hidden things that we're not even gonna see are in here. Oh, look, all the spells. The spells are just listed on the wall. What are these? Oh, those are the same. Spells made into decoration.
Hello.
Alright.
How was your first day coming along?
What's up?
Hello, Samantha. Nice to see you
Hey,
again.
Angel, how's it
I
going?
wondered how your first day was going. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
Welcome. I'm not painting today, so I'm digging it. I love exploring it too much. I finally had to make myself go to one of the classes.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then
hope I get to
again,
go into
he tends
all
to be
of the,
overconfident in his.
Common rooms
Well,
because
better see to my
I
charms
really want to see
homework.
them all.
I'm afraid I can't count
Especially
on
with the
beginner's luck
context of,
to
like, a
impress
3D
Professor
universe.
Ronan.
But yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. I think I gotta go to the other class now. Yeah.
Duration was Miley's favorite textbook. I cannot seem to wrap my
It's all
head
the way down
around
there. Okay. See, I don't want. It's gonna be interesting to solve all the puzzles on stream without, like, you know, figuring it out on my own.
What are you up to now?
What are you up to now? What did I do? I didn't do anything. Hey, Natalie. How's it going? Let's go into class. That's so cool. I wonder how long they spent on. All right, see you, Angel. Yeah, it's awesome. I'm really enjoying just exploring, just like wandering around and exploring the place, because I mean, I was a pretty big fan of the books ever since they came out, really. And now I'm seeing it in a 3D representation. It's awesome. Just kind of looking at everything though, so it's not exactly exciting gameplay, I think, but it'd be cool to figure out the little puzzles that are around. There's more of these guys. I wonder what that's all about.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
People are always fussing about someone was trying to
Revelio.
Hello. Oh. Revealed something. I don't see what though.
Let's be sure we make some time to study.
Oh,
Let's have some tea. Thank you. See ya.
Don't know why the common room all have
Alright. This room looks familiar.
Is that all you've got?
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I
That's
only
the same
have
dragon
one
that,
Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of
She was
battle.
an unspeakable.
Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Alright.
Levioso.
Leviosa. I wonder how
Now,
many people said
let's try
that right
something
there.
a little larger.
Oh yeah, it's the little training dummy guy.
Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time,
Shield
cast
is doing it.
Levioso first, then the basic cast.
I see.
Remember, a surprised opponent.
Levioso.
Well done.
That was a little
Very
cartoonish.
good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel. Using
Alright.
only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Oh, here we go. I have a feeling he's gonna attack first.
This should be easy.
Maybe not.
Protego.
Protego.
Levioso.
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
This can't be your first duel.
Levioso. Let's just...
All my students for this event.
Really? Oh, I just had to knock him out. Okay.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Ravenclaw.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand
what everyone
excellence
says.
from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of
Foreshadowing.
grindelows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall
Condoning,
reach
like,
out soon
fighting
with
in the
additional
hallways?
assignments.
Kind of seemed like that.
Right, that's enough spectacle for one
Ooh,
day.
werewolf.
Class is dismissed.
Rah, it looks smaller than I pictured. That's cool. Comparing the difference between a wolf and a werewolf. Whoa!
Oh,
Hello.
I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
Also didn't expect that voice out of him. What's that, dude?
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect
People
a
are
new
in this
student
game
to be so
are
deft
both
with a wand. Then
horribly
again,
rude and
perhaps
like
this wasn't your first
sickeningly
duel.
polite at the same time.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Oh, that's not how I meant
Fair
it.
enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Oh ho ho.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you
Hey,
want
the
to get the
professor told me
most
to,
out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's
Not
joining
get
a
caught.
secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby
guess
near the
we'll
clock
see.
tower entrance. If
Alright.
you're interested.
Luke and Bradley, the clock tower entrance.
Till next time.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
So I have a feeling a bunch of these are hints for those doors or something else maybe. Oh, look at that. I think that's the exit there, so... You don't want to talk to me? Scarab beetle? That's cool. Oh, that's the exit there.
Oh, my mother makes the most delicious Alahatsi fudge every Christmas. Compare
Heard that.
it to my school groups when it's time to come back. My entire family's been sorted into Hufflepuff.
Revelio.
Makes sense. Not one for hard work, if I'm honest.
Oh, I thought I heard... What am I hearing? Thought I heard something else. That's locked. I gotta learn lockpicking or something. Not really anything to interact with in here. Oh well. Next mission, the dueling thing? Oh, okay. Oh.
I've always said that travel broadens
this way,
the
huh?
mind.
Not sure he's in at the present moment, the headmaster. Would be sure to tell him how very much you despise Bit of snot on your nose.
Level
You'd want
2
to know.
look. So this is before they added the like the spinning thing, or is it on the other side of the door, I wonder? Fancy though. Let's just wander around here for a second. What's this? Oh, that's where I'm supposed to go. Gotcha.
Revelio.
It's like a perfect place for a doorway. In fact, there's totally something there.
Lumos. Revelio.
Alright, well, there's something else nearby too. I'm not seeing it. Mouse Patronus. Oh.
That young'un's now a teacher herself. It's a wonder she's not gobbled up by her own fanged geranium.
Another Iron Maiden. Alright. Nice, that dragon. Fast travel.
Revelio.
Thank you. Gotcha.
I never thought I'd actually enjoy herbology, but Professor Garlick makes it so interesting. I've forgotten more than I'll ever know about him.
Thought I heard whispering there. Because I did hear whispering. Is it the chest in there? Right. Oh. Back here. Oh, right. Oh, there's a field guide. It's good to know. I looked like I was selecting them. Ooh.
Revelio.
Slightly menacing. Alright, I wanted to mess with this for a second, too. Not entirely sure what that means. Nine plus 5, maybe, and then 1. I don't know.
Revelio.
Alright, anything hidden? Oh, I even recognize this courtyard. This is from when Malfoy gets turned into a ferret.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Hello.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah,
I knew it.
there you are.
I knew there were house elves teleporting around.
I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. isn't there?
Can't imagine.
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless,
streeler
you
is,
must
but-
continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Great.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now,
Fantastic.
regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your
cool.
classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own
I
wand to be
Keep
far
the borrowed wand, you
superior.
know, like as a backup.
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients,
Background of
although
information
they
they
rarely
put
sell
into this.
recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A
Literally make
spellcraft
spells?
is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
Interesting.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby.
I wonder if it's the
Mr.
same guy or is it
Ollivander is a
a
genuine
relative or
craftsman
something?
and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
You did. I don't really care either way. Flip a coin.
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time
Really
to
only
waste.
the
sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
It's only the headmaster's name that I recognize, except for, you know, basic stuff.
Revelio.
Oh, sweet, that's one of the chess pieces. Anything hidden? Turning a rat into a teacup. I love these, like, apothecary cabinets. I want to make one day. Probably soon, actually. Probably end up making one here soon at some point. Oh, that was a mistake. Look at that. Oh, wait, no, that might be on purpose. It was transfigured wrong.
Revelio.
Oh, I'm hearing the chalk. 720136459. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 09? That's supposed to be an 8 up there? I wonder. I wonder if I'm gonna get tools that'll help me solve some of these riddles. Alright. Hello, cat. Oh, there he is.
there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor?
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
What a skill.
It seems as if that
I
might
would
come in
love to
handy.
have.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the
Well, I
only
might be
one who will be
clumsy.
teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number
Might
of
make me
your
clumsy.
professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have
Just
you
went around
casting
breaking stuff.
Reparo in no time.
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No
Well, that's
lesson or
kinda
lecture
obvious.
can compare to first-hand experience, and these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering
Repair
any
this
new bit
pocket
of
watch.
magic.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
Eh? Collect flying. Oh wait, I already did that.
Got it.
Ooh.
Revelio.
I didn't know there was a place like this. Ooh. What happened to you? Hello.
Lumos. Levioso.
Ha!
Revelio.
Interesting. I wonder if the whispering I'm hearing is the snake in the pipes. That would be interesting. It's like it's not attacking anybody, but I'm frequently hearing some sort of whispering, and I can't detect any source. Could be just background noise, though, I guess.
A flying page must be around here somewhere. Brilliant.
It's funny, I seem to figure out what to do just before it wants me to figure out what to do. Because I've already captured a couple of those. Oh, I already finished.
I trust
Wait,
the
what's-
preliminary
What's that?
tasks weren't too much trouble.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You
finished
clearly
it
know your
long
way
before
around
I even
basic
meant to.
charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation
collect
and
my paper.
movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
Wish I could make it go faster. I feel like it would be more engaging if I could. I just go around repairing stuff now.
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate,
Reparo.
lashed out.
Revelio.
That's so cool.
Accio.
Give me a fish. There should be fishing in this game. Alright. There's a door over here. Hello. Oh.
Revelio.
I started knocking. You hear that? What is that? Oh, it's my footsteps? Why does it sound so hollow? I'm on rock floor.
Revelio.
That's cool. Fire. Okay, that's gotta be... The whisper's gotta be the spell, like, ending or whatever. Let's explore down here. What's in here? Bell tower.
I was able to find in Hogsmeade.
Anyone fancy going to Brood and Peck with me? I've been wanting to go for ages. My friend said they have very high quality feathers, and I need one.
Revelio.
Okay, so it's post 1612. I see. Behind the Hogs hidden. What? Alright. Oh, that's Hogsmeade. Let me just keep exploring. Hello, Ghosty. Who's that supposed to be, I wonder? Can't say hi. Does he have a hook hand? Oh no, his hand was just weird. Weird position. Hello. What? What'd I do? How do I get that? Hey, come here. Fly?
Reparo.
Alright. Good stuff.
Revelio.
Where am I? Pioneer and Dragon Taming's Ashes. Oh, hey. Really? Just sitting here eating jelly beans by yourself?
Revelio.
It's a statue? I thought it was a fossil. That seems like foreshadowing to me. What? So is this the oh, I thought that would be the Slytherin's place, maybe not. Oh, this is back in the other area. Hello. Or maybe not. Maybe this is just a similar looking area. Oh, this place. I think it's big. It's hard to tell if I'm covering it quickly or. Oh. Ah. Okay. Imagine. Is this a Slytherin area? Or is it just something else? Something else? Oh.
Revelio.
Where am I? Under something. Oh, wait, I think I'm under the Slytherin common room. Alright, that confirms that there's nothing hidden there, because there's no ding even in the distance. Sweet. Wonder if I should start, like, equipping stuff. Oh. Sure. Don't really want glasses, because none of them look, you know. Oh. Oh, it actually gives me, like, armor and stuff. Interesting. Neckwear. Haha. Now I'm heavily armored. Oh, I did see an option to have more than one, more than one want. So that's gotta be the thing. Okay. Outpost. Right.
Repair.
Can't repair the crumbling wall on the side of the building, but nice try.
Revelio.
I guess to Hogsmeade then. I'm gonna explore around here real quick too. Just oh.
Revelio.
All right. That's kind of funny. Why is it glinting? It's just some... Am I seeing through?
Lumos.
Interesting. Oh, it's just glitching through the wall, I think. Sounds like there's a lot of people just off. Oh, that was for that other area. Okay. What is this? I thought I heard a frog.
Revelio.
All right. Those are pillows. Snake thing. All right. I really got to get that, so because I'm gonna forget all of these. Hello.
Reparo. Accio. Leviosa. Revelio.
Okay.
Leviosa.
Quite the sound. Oh, I see. Do I have to...
Accio. One up, one to go.
Oh, there's another one there. Okay. Maybe above me? No. I'm in the bell tower now. Oh, hello. Wait, it opened. I wasn't expecting it to. Oh, man. Every time we look out, I'm just like, that's so cool. Is that... I wonder if that's supposed to be for the Forbidden Forest, though. Enter! What? Interesting. And the other clock tower, then? What? Alright, that's kind of cool.
Revelio.
That's cool. That's not kind of cool. It is cool. Like a mini port key. Oh, there's the greenhouse. See, I never see a really good representation of the castle, and I don't know, like, I don't know the parts that I don't know about. There's that Hogsmeade over there, then. And then, so, the Forbidden Forest. Nothing looks thick enough to be the forest. Go look on the other side. Blech. Oh. Ornamental stand. Okay. Oh, cool. There's a whole solar system map up there. We've got to go into the forest at some point, right? Alright, let's find that other bell real quick. Lovely. All right. So the other bell has got to be in here, I feel like. Okay, maybe I'll go back up. Let's see if I can't see it up here. Unless it's in that chest, that would be really annoying. Statue of armor or something. I was wondering if it could be one of those, but apparently not. Or is it like out on a beam somewhere? Well, that wasn't it. Pitcher. More pots and pans. How bad are they gonna hide this thing? I don't see a hint of it anywhere. Oh, cool, you can open these shutters. I mean, you could, but... Alright. Anywhere, anywhere... Thought it was behind that stuff. Poing. Come on. Oh, there it is. Knew it had to be here somewhere. Did it drop all the way down? I think it did. I should have floated it first, I guess. Where'd it go? Ah, here we go. That is a strong sound. Is there a better way to see it? I don't think so. Ah. The reverb on that thing is crazy. I want to make it go up above me. The angle. I want to be able to push it. Not really. Oh, where'd it go? Okay.
Leviosa.
No! Oh wait, is that the same one? No. Oof, that's an annoying sound too. Wonder if it's possible to get it up there, because it doesn't seem like I can direct it. Ooh, what was that?
Leviosa.
If I get it close to it and then hit repair? It does stuff like that I feel like I should be able to... Oops. Up more.
Leviosa.
Alright, that's not what I want to do.
Accio.
Up. Repair? Nope. I'm gonna try it one more time, and then I'm gonna do something else. Alright. Hopefully that'll stay there, and I won't have to go looking for it later, but I'll remember it's there. I feel like I'm been too close to the screen in these close-up areas. Bit of the world leaking through there. Oop, don't run.
Hello, looking for me?
Hello. Why is he running so much?
One up, one to go.
Off on another adventure, are we?
My older sister came here. Said she carved her initials into the fireplace of our common room, but I think she made it up.
Why would you make something like that up?
Revelio.
Hello. Just found a wizard on the moon. Hello, cat. Oh, it's the statue I'm hearing.
Revelio.
I heard a whisper for a second. Over here. Hello. Oh. Gotcha. What is this?
Revelio.
I saw something there for a second. Oh, really? Where am I now? Okay, this looks familiar. Oh, right. Okay. Alright. Give me just a second. I'm gonna run to the bathroom. Been going for an hour and a half. Pretty good timing. I'm also gonna grab some water while I'm at it, because I'm out. I'm wondering how I would how would I start building a like old school leather bound or metal reinforced book, you know? Maybe even a wooden book, I don't know. Oh yeah, I wanted to look at the gear I got. Oh, I can't equip it yet. Legend level 7. Oh. Okay. Wonder if I can sell that stuff somehow. A flying mount. I forgot we could get those. I didn't get the deluxe version, so didn't come with one.
When I'm in Hogsmeade, I always pay a visit to Dogweed and Deathcap.
Dogweed and Deathcap.
Inspiring sometimes, so you definitely want to stay.
Interesting. What?
Revelio.
Oh. Interesting. Hey, level up.
Natty, I hope I haven't kept you waiting long.
Not at all. Professor Weasley tells me that you need to go to Hogsmeade. You must be eager to have your own things again. And to see the village.
I've been looking forward to it.
Good. Shall we set off? I intend to give you a first-rate Hogsmeade experience.
Sweet. Old growth oak trees there. Is that the Whomping Willow? Oh, my seat just gave away. The dumb luck.
I was glad
All right.
Professor Weasley asked me to accompany you.
Really?
Yes, I had
Revelio.
planned to extend an invitation to you myself. I thought you might enjoy a butterbeer in the village. The timing of Professor Weasley's owl was perfect.
I need to stop by the owlery.
Planter pots. I thought those were cooking pots.
I cannot tell you how nice it is to breathe fresh air after being cooped up in ancient rooms. Grave mistake to take it as an elective class, believe me.
Oh, I thought she was calling that the
Though I suppose you
the
would not
castle
really call
ancient
it
ruins.
elective when your mother was the one who elected
Revelio.
her to take it.
There was something there. My controller vibrated. Huh. I want to go see if there's anything behind the
Hogsmeade
waterfall.
is beautiful this time of year. Everyone will tell you to visit
Hello.
at Christmas. But that's one of the few times of year I would rather be indoors.
Not much for the cold, are you?
Oh, I do not
Nothing.
mind the cold.
Not a thing.
Because
Also, I didn't realize I could go down here.
I did not grow up around snow.
Oh. Fine. I think this is a little more open world than I thought it was. Now, is this the main gate? Or is there another gate, I wonder?
Oh, wait, over here. I often spot lacewing flies in this area.
Oh? What's so special about them?
They are interesting to look at, but if you stew them, you can also use them in potion making.
Interesting. All right. What's that? I guess I did that right. Can I do that to the honkers too? That'd be a no. Bees. There's so much to explore. Holy crap.
Look, from the Forbidden Forest. Hippogriffs. I wonder if something startled them. I heard rumors that hippogriffs had been spotted nearby.
That's wild. So that's the Forbidden Forest off that way. What's that sound? Mine. These are mine now. I brought these from home.
already seeing the hippogriffs?
All right.
He named them too.
Prance, Hoof, and Sugarfoot.
Teleport.
That's the Forbidden Forest on the left. It's off limits to students, as the name implies.
Why is it off limits?
The professors claim it is too dangerous. I think that calling it forbidden only makes it more alluring. Ah, there's Hogsmeade over the crest. Past that ruin.
I wonder if there's fishing in that pond. That'd be cool. Go! Ow. What's that, dude? Man, what a pretty game. Oh, that's so cool. I think it is like Dark Souls where you, if you can see it, you can go there basically. I wonder how far it would let me like drop down and like swim around and stuff.
I would spend all of my time exploring if I could.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
confess, I was surprised when Professor Weasley mentioned that you knew the area, since you're relatively new here.
She said that? Hmm. She
Let me
was
know.
more certain than I had thought. I will. While I certainly learn a great deal in class, much can be gleaned outside of the castle walls.
Levioso! Accio!
Okay. Natural beige scarf. I think my little colorful one's better.
Revelio.
Does seem like somewhere. Oh. No, I didn't. Hello. Just searching random bags. Just gonna return it to its owner. That's all. And if I had a kayak or a you know, stand-up paddleboard or something. I wonder if we can see the squid at some point. I imagine there's a piece of everything in here somewhere. They're gonna go all
I
out.
think it's for the best that Kagawa takes flying seriously.
What are you doing?
Far too easy for first years to injure themselves in class.
How are you settling in? I remember the weeks that followed my arrival
Lake.
feeling quite
There,
strange.
yep, that is a lake.
Everything
Yep,
was
you're right
so
about that.
new and unfamiliar.
I'm getting used to things. What about you? Do you finally feel settled?
I still miss my homeland, but it is beautiful here too.
Still don't really know
And getting out of the castle and
anything
exploring
about
helped
my
me to adjust
backstory.
quite a bit. Hogwarts has become something of a home now, I
Speaking
would
of
say.
astronomy,
Hopefully it will for you too.
On Venus, the amount of time you spend talking about to meet the car.
All the cats are really friendly here.
Certainly employs creative teaching methods. While I don't always enjoy them, I can't believe she's... Why should I
Ah,
be impressed with anyone?
shortcut.
Anyone can find a dead person.
So I'll
Mr.
explore all
Moon!
these later.
He is the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new fifth year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Miss Onai. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, it looked right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did Mr. Moon?
demi guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying.
Demi guys? Isn't that the...
She'll be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
You're the
Oh, Mr.
groundskeeper?
Moon, a demiguise. I think he had too much fun in the village. I will say
Demiguise
that I
is
have
like
never
the-
seen him in such a state.
In... The invisible
there.
cloak guys, right?
There is much
Or
to
is it
see
something
outside of the
else?
castle walls, not just Hogsmeade. I am happy to explore whenever you'd like. Rumors being what they are about goblins and such, it might be nice to have a friend with you.
I'll keep that in mind, Natty.
Is even bigger than I had even thought with my second take. Holy crap. This thing is massive. Oh, I dig that woodwork. That's so cool. I want to be able to make something like that someday.
And here we are. It is hard to know where to start. The Three Broomsticks is the place for butterbeer. And you can get any sweet you can imagine at Honeydukes. I could not choose a favorite
grey
shop
whale.
here. It changes with every visit. I can tell you that you are certain to find everything you need in Hogsmeade.
Wonder how much gold I have.
Revelio.
Oh, look at all these locks. Holy crap.
Professor Weasley said that you need to get potion recipes, spellcrafts, some seeds, and...
A new wand.
Of course! You will enjoy Mr. Ollivander, and I am keen to see what you
I'm
will
kind
do
of
with a wand
excited.
your
I'm
own.
low-key excited
You should
to
be able
get
to
a
collect
wand.
everything you need and still have time to explore a little as well. Experience Hogsmeade at your own
Wonder how
pace.
random it is.
We can meet up in the town circle when you are finished. Enjoy yourself. I will see you soon.
Ciao. Oh, I see. Oh, I want to go there. Oh, Mulvander's right here. The neat little building.
Revelio.
Yoink.
Blooming beard. Not again.
I do wish Pippin would share some of his secret family recipes. I appreciate the ready-made potions, of course, but I do like to brew my own when I can.
Really just kind of want to look at everything. I wish I was here in person. That'd be so cool. Oh, yep.
I'll be right with... Ah, it's you. Just a moment, please.
Well, that answered my
Hello,
question.
sir.
It's not
I'm
the same
looking
guy.
For a new wand, yes. It's about
Gerbil.
Yes,
Ollivander.
about time.
Well, you're our new fifth-year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure.
I guess the whole family is in it.
Makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect one, shall we? No, not you. Yes. Powerful core. 10.5 inches.
Okay.
You might do.
You don't see green and gold often.
Give this one a try.
Oh, fancy.
Well, go ahead, swish.
Nope.
How odd. Once more, come on, really swish
Why would
it.
that be odd?
Oh dear.
Oh, pretty.
Well, this isn't a good match at all, is it?
I wish we could design our own wand.
We'll find you something, not to worry. No, not you. Perhaps. Yes.
Another green and gold one.
A rare wood, 13 3/4 inches, dragon heartstring. Let's give this one a try. Looks like it's back to the shelf for you.
So do wands have a
This is proving to be
consciousness?
trickier
then?
than I had anticipated.
Because they always talk as if they did have consciousness.
Where are you? Perhaps you?
Why does it keep going gold, green, and gold when there's so many other?
Yes. I think you might be the one.
This is a little more scripted than I thought it would be.
Here. Take it.
Oh, okay, that's why. Wait, what? Oh, I do get a... Oh, I thought it would be a little more, you know, it chooses me sort of thing.
Curious indeed.
How intriguing.
That's interesting. What other colors look like?
Curious indeed.
I kind of feel like I would want a carved one.
How intriguing.
Oh, that's interesting.
Curious indeed.
This one looks like something you would find, you know, in a cave or something. This one I wasn't that impressed with.
Curious indeed.
One just looks like a stick that you This reminds me of a stick I actually have that was carved up by beetles. So maybe I'll go with that. Does this matter?
Curious indeed.
Acacia?
How intriguing.
Or acacia, or whatever you say. I don't know the difference between those two things.
Curious indeed.
I like the idea of spruce.
How
I
intriguing.
like spruce trees. I don't know what the length has. Oh, it's literally changing. 9.5.
Curious indeed.
I don't.
How intriguing.
It would be a spruce tree, so maybe slightly springy. I feel like dragon would be cool.
A dragon heartstring wand is most powerful and learns quickly.
All right. I guess that'll do it. Not as custom. I wonder if we can like add stuff to it, you know, because the other ones looked much more fancy than this.
What do you think?
Although right here it looks really basic, doesn't it?
Extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future. Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match. Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
I would imagine so.
So now I got both.
A wand with a dragon heartstring core is capable of dazzling magic. And the bond between you and your wand should only grow stronger. Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intentions, particularly in a moment of need.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Ollivander.
I'll let you get to it. Do come and see me again if ever I can be of further assistance.
I want to explore. I want to go back into your shop and check it out. Alright, fine.
Work hard and don't be afraid to fail.
Come on. Let me explore. Alright. What is this? Broom. 3 broomsticks? I saw that.
Revelio.
I heard that. Oh.
I will say that I was relieved to have our money
It's so cool how you used to, the whole town used to be, you know, surrounding one pub or something. It's like, that's not something that really happened in the US, it feels like. Maybe it did, maybe it's just more of a Western thing, but in my experience, I haven't seen anything like that. I mean, there's restaurants and you know, little things, but not generally. Hello, give me money. Also, I have a feeling it's a lot smaller than it feels in-game as well, as old stuff usually is. Like, if you go into an old place, like, the ceiling is small or short, and the doors are small, and just everything is just in general smaller. Dude, I bet this place is hopping during a party. Got the band right down there, right there. Never thought to explore this before, but now I'm here. I have to. Oh, locked. I wonder if that's the room that... No, that was in the other... Oh, it's slanted and everything. Oh god, I'm just imagining being able to make all this with magic. I consider myself a craftsman. I guess it's a little pompous to say that, but I mean, I like to make stuff. And just the idea of being able to make stuff almost out of thought. Here goes that piece of paper. That cheat mode, though. Just being able to make anything at will. Stuff I could make. Alright. Where is this piece of paper? I saw it fly by. Where are you? Zonkos. Ooh. The owl? Yeah. Alright. I might as well Oh, hello.
Revelio.
Oh, this is a lot smaller than I thought it was. Oh, that's cool. Animal balloons, literally. Sleds. Oop, let's have a puppet show. Okay. Alright, is there more stuff around here, or is it literally just that? It's nice, but there's not really much here, is there? Oh, that's better.
Revelio.
What's that doing? Oh, hello. Should I buy some? I can't imagine. I don't think that functioned correctly. Oh, don't push. Alright, let's push it. Nice. I love this. It's so good. Tempest in a bottle? That's a fun idea. Frankly, a little sparse here. Oh, I can't buy anything. Alright. That was fun, but keep moving. Go. Oh, oh, oh. Gotcha. Homeless dude, I guess. I hear a donkey. Oh no. Rabbit. Or a hare. Oh, I'm just in somebody's garden. Oh, hello.
Revelio.
Oh, community garden. Okay.
I have a terrible curse where I can't lift tools or do work of any kind.
What tools would you have to lift as a wizard? I can't imagine, you know, a drill rig or something. Oh, there's Hogshead.
There's never been a team like this.
If it thinks it's got half a chance.
It's all so damn intriguing.
Revelio.
Oh. Hello. Just taking his money right in front of him. The tune?
Revelio.
Oh, that was the thing I looted already, I guess. Oh man, this is smaller than I thought it was too, and that's exactly what I was talking about though before. How everything is smaller when it's like something old. It's like it really doesn't. It feels bigger, but it isn't. And I find that all the time when I go to an old port town where the buildings are super old, like it's an old harbor. But oh. Hello. Okay.
Levioso. Reparo.
Interesting. Alright, I guess I'll have to come back to that. Also, I didn't realize Hogsmeade was on the side of a creek, but I guess it makes sense with the big lake down there. Crimson Top Hut. The little tie-offs for boats and stuff. That's awesome, man. That's so cool.
Revelio.
I'm gonna spend so much time just exploring and not even completing missions. That is not why I'm playing. Hello. The secret to getting these, I assume, is gonna be to be cloaked somehow, or stunning it or something. Doesn't look like I can go down there. What is this? Hello, puppet. Sheep. Oh, looks like we are in Europe. Another one of these.
Revelio.
Huh? What is that?
Accio.
Gotcha. Talking to me? Magic neat? What does that mean?
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the seeds Professor Weasley arranged for me to collect.
Oh, the dittany for the new 5th year. I take it that's you then. Merlin's beard. Starting Hogwarts as a 5th year. You must be positively reeling from it all.
Again,
Not at
I
all.
wonder what my background
I'm
is
choosing
like.
to see it all as one big adventure.
Well, bravo. Not everyone has the temperament to take things as they come. Name's Timothy
The only way to do it.
Teasdale, by the way.
I feel like I
and
need
this is my
a,
shop, the Magic
craft
Neat.
apron.
I keep the cart out here because I like a good chat. Can't very well be in the thick of things if I'm hidden away inside now, can I?
I suppose not.
Although I can't. If
In
I'm
addition
maybe
to
if I'm doing
seeds,
like
I have plenty of plants. Grow
tinkering
everything
or
myself.
woodcrafting
My speciality
somehow, as long
is
as I'm not
potion
involving like
ingredients. Even Pippin
saws
purchases from
or
me. But what say we
like
get you
table
a package of
saws,
Dittany
like
seeds?
mechanical.
Let me guess.
Power tools.
You're after something fresh.
Yep. Gimme.
Do have a look around. Plenty of ingredients to pique your interest, I'd wager.
Requirement items. Oh, I have less money than I thought. Interesting. Oh, I can sell. All right. Well, for now, I'm just gonna keep everything, I think. Stockpile it all. Ooh, what was that?
Revelio.
Aha. Just steal his money right in front of him. Hey, sheep. Can I pet you? Nope. Why can I pet the cats and not the sheep? Thatched roof. You know. What a jump. Let's parkour this. Ugh.
Revelio.
I feel like he should have a bigger garden for running like an herb shop. There's another one. Oh, where'd it go? I lost it. Ah! Get back here! Ah. Turn, come back around? Yep. Gotcha. Can you imagine living in a place like this for school? And it's just normal, you know?
Revelio.
Oh, sneaky one, I bet. Yep. Oh, I tried to That glare that the chest gave me. Now I'm grave robbing. Feels like something should be hidden back here. Oh, I felt something. I don't really know how that works yet. Hello? Navigator's scarf. That's up my alley. Okay, not what I thought it would look like, but oh, I didn't equip my wand yet. Wait, what? Oh, a handle. Oh, that's cool. Headwear, I don't think. Dark. Oh, dark. Gotcha. The color, not the alignment. I'm really enjoying this. I gotta make myself one of these books. How would I... So I've got this idea. I'm basically, my living arrangements, I'm in the old family house. It was built in the 60s, before the 64 quake up here. So it's very old. And I'm living here alone. I'm basically the steward of the place. I guess my family trusted me the most to live here and take care of the place. And I've done quite a lot, just keeping the place going and refurbishing stuff, taking care of the yard and the garden, and well, not so much the garden and the greenhouse, but anyway, there's a portion of the house that was retrofitted to be elevator for my grandma when she was ill. And right now it's nothing. It's an empty 2.5-story room that doesn't do anything at the moment. And I was looking at it, I was considering, what could I do with this? And I was like, it could be a tall closet, I could put all sorts of stuff in there. But then I had the idea, I was like, I could make this a spiral staircase bookshelf. And it could lead up into what used to be my grandfather's office. And I could turn that into my office. And it wouldn't take much for me to turn it into something right out of the Harry Potter universe. With, like, you know, old English carpentry, and then like just a nice leather-bound, you know, book sort of situation at the top. I don't know. It's so fun to imagine. I don't know if I'll ever do it, but I am definitely thinking about doing it. Oh yeah, I wanted to go to the mill. I still haven't figured out what year this is. 1800s? 1900s maybe? Actually, I can find out real quick. Check this out. So, Phineas Black. He died in 1920. So I was right, 1900s. All I had to do was look up, because I knew that headmaster was Phineas Black, and we know when he died. So, oh hey. What is it you're painting there? Keeps looking off like he's referencing something, but I'm not seeing that. Oh well, keep at it, bud. I like your canvas. It's cool. What y'all? Oh, there's another one. Oh, wow. This place is massive. Alright, I'm gonna grab that. And I want to go to this mill. I always loved mills and lighthouses and all that stuff.
Revelio.
Alright. The bridge? Not really. So I love like the spiral staircase library thing. And I always wanted, like as a dream house, I always wanted like a lighthouse wizard's tower thing. Unlock. Gotcha. Hello. You fishing? What are you doing? You are fishing. That's hilarious. Can I? I really want that to work. Oh, there's a fish right there. Oh, I thought that would work. Oh well, it's fine. Come on. For as simple as making stuff with magic is, everything is so rough hewn. I mean, look at this. Look at this dock and balcony. Honeydukes. Oh, I gotta go in there, but I want to hit this first.
What are you up to now?
Exploring. Calm down. Yeah, he's enjoying that meal, whatever that is. Oh, come here. I see you. All right.
Revelio.
Could you imagine just living in one of these places? I know I keep bringing it up, but it's so cool. It'd probably get old, but at the same time, the place I live in right now, it's old. It's a wonder that wizards aren't, they don't lift weights. They're all incredibly skinny. Ooh. Crimson top. I already had one of those, didn't I? Oh, hello.
Lumos.
Alright. Going uphill with a lantern in the building. On the other side. I feel like a lot of these tools would be. Oh, well, that was easy.
Lumos.
A lot of these tools would be pointless if you had magic, Ooh, get a phone call. Sorry, I gotta answer this. Be right back. Oh, I'm answering questions about flying. Interesting. It's not something I've thought about a lot recently. Red chimney. Oh, just got foggy. Alright, give me a quick second to run to the bathroom again after I nab this guy here. And then I'll be right back, real quick. Okay, I am back. I was starting to wonder if they were all thatched roofs, but clearly not. Alright, start to move towards my my quests, and I was gonna go in here.
Revelio.
I don't know why, I just got the feeling that kid was a brat. Alright. I guess these are samples, I hope. I gotta, at some point, go to the Florida version so I could, you know, check some of this out in person.
Revelio.
Wow, that's a massive cotton candy maker, I'm assuming. It makes sense with all the cotton candy there. Just giving out food. Oh, I'm gonna take your money, apparently.
Revelio.
Ha! I feel like I just unlocked a lot of things. Good. That's cool. Whatever that is. Pretty sure I can't get in there, buddy.
Revelio.
Alright. Steeply and Sons? Tea shop? Huh.
Revelio.
Ah. This isn't the one from, oh, that's what I was hearing. Oh, bag out there, nice. This isn't the one they went to for Valentine's Day, I don't think. This movable one? Yeah, it is. Wait, no, it's not. Hey! Wonder if this one is any better. Got doubles. Ooh. Wow. All right, I'll take it.
Revelio.
I love old stuff, old functioning stuff. Functional stuff. Yeah, that too. Post office. I feel like there should be one right here. Maybe inside? I'm just gonna start taking mail. Where's the little scroll? Where's that one? There it is. I knew there'd be one. Interesting. I saw a paper fly through here. There it is. Man, I could just wander around here forever. You gonna fly? No, he's not. Wizardware. Can I?
I don't mind the odd one without magic.
No, I can. Check it out.
Revelio.
I did. Wait. Ah. Thought so. No kidding. I am more intrigued by this hammer here. Yeah, I know, dude. I got a full-on lamp post in here. What was that? Oh, it's the chest treasure. So this thing, I assume at some point I'm going to learn a spell to interact with it. Called Jade Beetle. Oh, it had this weird centipede there. You hear that?
Revelio.
I heard something. What? Guess I'll sell to this guy. Where is it? I know there's another one in here.
Revelio.
Ah. Oh, that's what those look like. It's not really what I pictured. Something similar, saw, dude. All right. Interesting. Anyway. Can I not talk to you? Apparently not. Alright, I gotta go sell some stuff apparently. Mission. fireworks going off. That's cool. Sporting needs, tomes and scrolls, head potions. Okay, potions, tomes and scrolls. Got it. Gotcha. Guess I'll flip around. This way?
Oh, did you want...
Being an officer of the law.
Hello. Why can I talk to her and not the last guy?
Come in. Welcome to Madame Snelling's Tress Emporium. I'm sure I've no need to introduce myself. They used to call me Snelly. Oh, Snelly, why aren't you studying to be an aura? But I showed them. They're stuck in the dust at the ministry, and I'm here thriving.
Oh.
Absolutely
Okay.
thriving.
I didn't know
But
if it
look
was
at
a
you.
haircut place or a
You.
dress
I can certainly see why
making
you paid me a
place,
visit.
or what.
Looking for a change, are we?
Why not, I say? What sort of change?
Some are going for that muggle with consumption, sort of death becomes me allure. But you won't find poisons here. No need for chloride of lime or ammonia when you have magic.
Wow.
Why don't you spend a moment choosing how you'd like to look? You can change your hair too if you'd like.
What services do you offer?
What is it you
I'm
might be
happy with
interested
the way I
in?
look, to be honest. Except for my skin a little bit. Eh. I was hoping she would buy.
Revelio.
Oh, hello. Ah! I was hoping she would buy some of my stuff off me, so I could clear my inventory a little bit. Let's see. I think it's this way. Yes. Let's go to the potion shop first. This way? Oh, I went too far. It's neat. What's this? Somebody's house? Cha. The sign twirler. Apparently, we just found another.
How nice to
Fast
see
travel.
you, my young friend.
Welcome to J. Pippin's Potions.
J. Pippin's Potions. Oh, let me see if I can't sell first.
Pardon me, sir.
Oh, thank goodness. When I heard the bell, I thought you were Miss Lawang. Not that she deigns to come here. Though, I don't believe I've seen your face here before, either.
It's my first time in Hogsmeade, actually.
Is it really? Well,
The
Paddy
heavy
Pippin
Scottish
at your
accent.
service. And this
Is
is
Pippin
J.
a real name?
Pippin's Potions.
I thought that was a
Potions for all ailments.
Lord of the Rings thing.
You'll have read it on the sign, of course, but Grandfather always made me say it in full. How may I help you today?
Professor Weasley sent me to collect some recipes. I'm new at Hogwarts.
You're the student she sent the owl about. I set your things aside immediately. I suspected if you're anything like I was at your age, you'd want your potion supplies. Is it not the most fascinating art, potion making? Rivals anything you can do with a wand, I've always said.
Are potions really that versatile?
They may not be as showy as spellwork, but make no mistake, they are just as powerful. They can heal, destroy, protect. You'll discover all of this soon enough. As it's your first time in, I should mention that it's not just potion recipes I sell. I also offer ready-made drafts for all manner of uses. And I unveil new ones from time to time. Pop in when you can so you don't miss out on anything. But for now, let's get you those recipes, shall we?
I would love to
What can I do for you today?
Tinkering. In the wizarding world. Just making contraptions and stuff. I think that would be the coolest thing. Shocker
Feel free
shops,
to
I know.
take a look at the rest of my inventory. Or come back
Wow,
another time
I
if
do
you're in a
not
rush today.
have a lot of money. Start selling all the low rank stuff. Kind of wanted to, you know, keep stuff, but I don't think it's going to be that sort of game. It's unlikely I'll be wearing any hats, though. I expected more apothecary cabinets in here. Oh, that goes up rather high.
Revelio.
Nice. That's cool. Fedora. Alright, and then the other place, I think it was back here. Actually, before I forget, I'm going to run back to... to that haircut place and open that other box. Ooh, what are you guys looking at? Oh, why don't you just go in? Are those supposed to be Weasley related, I wonder? Twin gingers. What is this about? Bulletin board? Gotcha, gotcha. Yes. I'm just robbing you. I wonder if I have like a safe storage box that I could use. Huh. Knew there'd be secrets back here. Alright.
Lumos.
That back over here. Oh, come on, jump. Jump! Ha! I was right. Oh.
Lumos.
Okay, I didn't go that far.
Not a day goes by.
Sound. I don't know. Come here. Apparently I can't lose my concentration here. I saw a paper. God damn it. Stop it.
Lumos.
Come on. No more faffing about. me walk all the way around just to... Actually, I bet I could have done that from far behind, but far away. Believe, yep.
An inquiring mind.
Indeed. Oh, that's cool.
Revelio.
Man. Oh, what is that supposed to be?
Revelio.
Hogwarts when it was new. Cool. I saw that. I thought I saw something else. Alright, alright. Hey, dude.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the spellcrafts Professor Weasley ordered.
Matilda, student. I thought I might be seeing you soon. I am the proprietor here, Thomas Brown. I take it you've had a conjuring lesson then?
I'm afraid I haven't yet, sir.
Ah, but you will soon enough. It is magic at its purest, creating something out of nothing. Of course, it is not without complexity, but that is where my spellcrafts come in. Stay the course, and you could soon impress even Professor Weasley.
That's certainly something to aspire to, Mr. Brown. I look forward to that day.
And I, too, see in it. Spellcrafts are incredibly useful for conjuring unique items like custom pieces of furniture or decoration. But I shall let Professor Weasley do the teaching. For now, let's get the spellcrafts you need. A potting table and a potion station, yes?
I believe so, sir.
Good.
Oh, I summon?
Nothing like being able to grow your own
Conjuring?
ingredients and brew what you want when you want.
Where do I put them?
Let's have a look.
I
Let's
imagine
look
later
at what
I'd
we have, shall we?
have them in like cool.
If you're interested, feel free to take a look around at the rest of my inventory.
Composter.
Well, that's everything. Better go and find Natty.
Alright. Fedora.
Revelio.
Another one of these. Interesting. Wood stoves are kind of nice too, I noticed. Alright. I guess that's pretty good. Actually, I'm gonna look at what equipment I got. Yeah, I think those are a little better. How do you apply traits, I wonder? I don't want the hat. Oh, look at that copycat with the fedora. Broomsticks. What's this? Angle and Blatch. Hello.
Revelio.
Alright. Oh. Kind of neat. Another bookshop? What is this? There's nobody in here? Yes, I'm just gonna drink this tea here. Alright.
Revelio.
Hey Corey, what's going on? Yeah. I'm streaming too. Nope, I'm Ravenclaw. Yeah. I wanted to go Gryffindor just because I wanted to, you know, check out the digs, you know, just to. But going into the Ravenclaw one is pretty cool too because that's one of the ones that's not really shown in the movies. Yeah.
Whatever my task, I console myself knowing that one fellow has a
moron. So yeah. Stream, you all know Corey here. Oh, I was just saying I don't mind if you hang out and talk and stuff, but just know that I'm streaming. So don't say anything, you know, too crazy.
Revelio.
Throwing gamer words or anything, you know. I totally see what you're talking about, though. I've spent almost all my time. I've done like 3 missions, you know, 3 actual quests. The rest I've just been exploring. Okay. Ah. See, the thing, I'm just way more enthralled by, I don't even really care about the loot just because you have a limited inventory and stuff like that. I more just want to see everything. And that's really it. So I'm just like scrounging every hallway that I can find. And I don't want any hints, but I was trying to figure out all the little puzzles early on, and I don't think I have all the, you know, the necessary items to do a lot of these, but I think I'm...
I have everything.
For sure.
I see what you meant about not being able to pick a favorite shop.
Got this stupid
We should
store
walk
on.
around a bit more. Perhaps today is the day I finally pick
I
one.
should walk around? Oh, we should. Gotcha. Are? What? Just a troll just shows up out of nowhere. What's he gonna do? Here for you, dude.
Bonfire! Draw it away from the building! Away from the village!
Maybe he's not. I do think he was after. Oh! I meant to go left, but...
Are we weakening him at all?
Keep acting! We have to wear him down!
What was that?
I was trying to beat him at his own game.
I like it! Do more!
Come on. Okay. Resto momentum.
Look! He's faltering!
Took him long enough.
We need to make sure he stays that way!
That's tight. I'm alting? What? I just alted. He used ancient magic or
Goodness.
something.
A second troll.
Yeah.
Did you
well,
two take on a fully grown troll by yourselves?
I suppose so.
I snapped him. You
It's all a bit of a blur, to be
He's just
honest.
gone. There's
Merlin's
nothing
beard.
left.
Are you all right?
We are, and we were glad to help.
I'd say help is a bit of an understatement. Nerve like that. The makings of an aura, if you ask me. If you are unharmed, perhaps the two of you wouldn't mind helping me put a few things back to where they were.
Of course, officer.
Singer. Officer Singer.
Magic is
And thank
so
you,
OP.
again.
It's all right. Just gonna start repairing
Repair.
everything.
I will see what he wants.
Oh. Yeah. Well, that was something I was thinking about earlier on when I found the statue of the guy that made Hogwarts, the architect. I was like, I want to know his story, you know?
Repair.
Forget the rest of this. Also, you don't have, like, mana. There's not really a limit to what you can do, you know? You can just keep going. Yeah.
Revelio. Reparo.
Oh yeah, and then I was geeking out about just how easy it is to make stuff as well. It's like, you know, I consider myself kind of a maker sort of person, and I love making shit, and it would just be so easy to just make stuff.
Revelio. Reparo.
Yes and no. You know, you would be able to create the things you dream about. The stuff that you're never gonna make, ever. So.
We were just talking about you.
You were just talking about me. Oh, this is why I couldn't talk to you
Hello,
before.
sir. I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to introduce myself, Augustus Hill,
Augustus
clothier
Hill?
extraordinaire.
He's got a
I
mustache
should
on
like to
his
thank
forehead.
you for your remarkable bravery in fighting those trolls, and not to mention your help restoring Hogsmeade to its rightful state.
I was happy to help.
Frankly, you deserve an Order of Merlin. But I can offer you something much more useful. I own Gladride's Wizard
no,
Bear, and
it's not that-
among my
I haven't
inventory are
noticed
some
that bad of
unique
loading,
items that
honestly.
afford certain protections, as it were. Life-saving protections. And as I suspect this won't be your last dangerous encounter, I'd like to give you one
Possibly.
such set of robes. In thanks for what
Do you
you
have a
did
filter
today.
on it? Oh, all right. Yeah, I'll take it.
Thank you, Mr. Hill. That's very generous of you.
It's the least I can do. Now, let's try this on for size, shall we? Plenty for your
custom
perusal
fit?
today. Take your time.
Oh. Okay, he just... yeah. Oh, cloak, sure. I am noticing that I'm finding stuff long before they introduce it to me, you know? Like, just naturally I'm finding things. Like, I figured out how to... Obviously, I figured out how to equip stuff and whatnot long before they got me to this robe shop. I think so, too. Oh. Like, I figured out pretty early on, like, this is the 1900s, and...
What an extraordinary introduction to Hogsmeade. I
No,
would say that we, and you in particular, have earned at least one butterbeer.
No, I think it's about 100
Shall we head to the Three Broomsticks?
Because
Sounds like a good idea.
the headmaster
Wonderful. Just down this
is
way,
Phineas
then.
Black, and he dies in
I
1920.
sell even more battle-worthy items. Should you be inclined, you're most welcome to peruse my shop at your leisure.
For sure, but man, stuff's expensive.
Assuming it is not too busy, you might even meet Serona, the owner. She is a charming hostess and a powerful witch. Good one to know.
Oh, I realized, I caught my own thing. I looked at a wagon, I thought I saw a Viking shield, and I was like, oh wait, no, that's just the wheel. Who are you? Goblins.
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who's this child? What are you not telling me?
All you need to know is that if you
beard
cannot
is
get to
patchy
the
as hell.
child, then you have no value to me.
I don't know, this dude in a top hat.
Let's go.
Did they see us?
I don't think so.
What was that goblin doing with Victor Rookwood?
Victor Rookwood, that
Ranrock is
guy.
working with Rookwood.
Yeah.
The goblin from the Daily Prophet. I knew I'd seen him somewhere. Quickly, let's get inside the Three Broomsticks.
Rannoch, or something like that. I think I've heard the name before.
It's a treat to see you, Lodgok. I shall let you know if I hear anything.
Thank you, Serona.
You be well.
He's a friendly seeming, he must be
Now,
a
what can I...
later character you
Oh,
meet.
there's a face I haven't seen before.
It's my first time here.
Welcome. Butterbeer's on me. Heard about the attack. I shall be looking in on the other shopkeepers and residents shortly. Glad to see you two escaped injury.
Thanks to this one, single-handedly took down a troll.
I couldn't
Is
quite
that
hear you
right?
over the conversation.
Well done.
Thanks for this.
My pleasure. I will say, trolls in Hogsmeade. That's never happened before. Something's not right. The only brutes we usually have to deal with How timely.
Was that Lodgok I saw leaving just now? Your clientele's not what it used to be, Serona.
Not to worry, Victor. Once the two of you leave, the caliber of my clientele will greatly improve. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Theophilus.
Come now. No need for theatrics. I'm only here for this one anyway.
My friend is enjoying a well-earned butterbeer.
Only want a quick word.
Perhaps you didn't hear me.
Oh.
I said, my friend is busy.
Yeah. I could see that.
One would think you all had enough bloodshed for one day. Come, Theophilus. The Three Broomsticks isn't what it used to be. Let's take our galleons elsewhere. Can't drink butterbeer forever.
Seems you've made an unfortunate enemy. Watch your back. Rookwood and Harlow are worse than any troll you might encounter.
So Hogsmeade
Trolls,
isn't
Ranrock,
exactly
and Rookwood.
safe for
What
me,
are you
I
not
guess.
telling me?
I promised to tell you everything.
Well, I'm just going by
Perhaps best I do that later.
that little event I just had.
I think that now might be a good time to head
Or
back to the
whatever his
castle.
name is. Yeah. Or the no, three broomsticks. That's what I just did. That section. Yeah. Yeah. And his associate. Yeah, I figured. They're not going to introduce you to Hogsmeade and then keep you out of Hogsmeade. Just
I'm
kidding. You
certainly
can't
glad
actually be
Sirona
here.
was there.
And that she isn't intimidated by thugs like Rookwood and Harlow.
I want to understand what's going on.
The
and I
hats in
hope
this
you will
game are a
tell
little
me.
goofy.
But for the moment, we should return to the castle. Professor Weasley will certainly hear about the troll attack soon if she hasn't already. I don't want her to worry.
Oh. Stop that at once. Oh, it forces me back to Hogwarts when it's nighttime. South Wing, Astronomy Wing. South? Astronomy Wing? That'd be nice, huh? Oh, okay. Hang on, I got a phone call. That goes for the stream too. Hang on a second, guys. I guess I gotta. Oh, I received mail. Apparently, I didn't get to choose my owl. Is that something we do later? Or did I miss it somehow? Or do I have to buy them? All these questions. Okay. Oh, okay. Alright, apparently someone's coming to my door and I must answer it. Be right back. For context, stream Corey is watching the Avs game. I don't know if anyone's watching right now, but there were some people in here earlier. Might be a little confusing to just start talking trash. That's just me. I'm not even talking about anything. I'm just talking trash. I'm chirping the world. That's all. I noticed that the Ravenclaw rooms, the beds, are quite a bit smaller than the Gryffindor ones. Yeah, I mean, you remember there was a 4-poster bed in the Gryffindor in Harry Potter's room. Maybe. Right. No, nice. Yeah, I was figuring, because it kept mentioning, oh, he's coming to the front door, I guess. It kept mentioning, like, summoning, like, shelves and pots and stuff. I was like, where am I supposed to keep it? I was like, oh, it's probably going in the room requirement, huh? I figured as much. Nice. Can't wait to find it. I'll find it eventually. Oh, did I tell you about the idea I had for a spiral staircase library here in my house? So, you know, one of the doors here doesn't open from the upstairs. I don't know if you noticed that. It's an elevator. I kind of want to take the elevator out and build a spiral staircase in it that is also a library that goes all the way up. And at the top, I want my office. Right? It's like now I can actually do it too. No, I just build it myself.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Oh yeah. What's the house chest do? Storage?
It's awful if you're sat near someone and they're trying to
Okay.
pass
No. I'd rather not have the spoilers. I don't know. I keep getting distracted by the littlest thing. Also, I'm only going to be playing this when I'm streaming too, so that changes my playtime significantly. Ah.
It's always so exciting to see the owls come
Like cornhole? Speaking of spiral staircases. They could have done that animation better. Oh, really? Get to the top and it's locked. Alright, well, I've been going for 3 hours at this point, so I'm probably going to call the stream there. So I'll catch you all next time. Have a good evening. And Corey, you say bye too. Bye.